wonder if she got that invoice. So I will need to make sure she gets that. Please confirm. Okay. Welcome. Go ahead and take a seat. Yes. Yes, we have very comfortable chairs here at the office. Absolutely. Did you want anything to drink? We have coffee, tea, water, soda, sparkling water. You're okay, alright. Well, at any point in time, if you feel that you need a beverage, please let me know, and we'll be happy to accommodate you. Absolutely. Yes, thank you so much for being available today for us to meet and go over all the details for your event. I know you gave me some initial information over our consultation call, so I do have a couple notes. In this meeting today, I want to go over as much detail as possible for your event that's coming up. And I really want to try and get as many details. This way I can sort of process all the information on my end, and if there's anything lingering or any decisions that need to be made, I can make sure to do my homework and meet with you again to really wrap up the details. How does that sound? Good. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and pull up your file. Okay. All right. Okay. Perfect. And the email you would like me to reach you at, I don't think you provided that yet. Okay, yes, let's do that. Yeah, okay. That's gmail.com. And are you going to be the main point of contact for this event? Okay. Do you have any other people I should include as point of contacts, just in case? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. The first name? Okay. And their phone number? Okay. And you said you had a second one? Okay. And their name? Okay. And their phone number? Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So in any event that I would need to contact your secondary contacts, they will be on your file. If at any point in time you need me to send any information to anyone on your end, just let me know, okay? And I'll be happy to do that. Okay. And what was your preferred channels for contacting? Text, call, or email? You checked email. Okay. Email's preferred. And then text. Okay. And then, of course, calling if it's an emergency. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I just want to make sure that I can reach you at the appropriate times and in the appropriate ways. Okay. So let's see. So now that I have your contact information dialed in a little bit more, today's meeting is going to cover a variety of topics, so I hope you're prepared. And it's okay if you don't have any firm answers yet. My job is to help you make those decisions along the way, okay? So some key items we're going to cover today are the people, the amount of people, and of course, invitations. Now, if you have an actual invitation list of people and contacts, we'll go ahead and sort that out later for you, but I'm looking more for numbers and so forth, okay? And then we'll go over location and venue details. Then we'll talk a little bit about decor and decorations, mainly the vision, and just a couple essential details I want to ask about. And then we'll talk a bit about food and beverages. I do have a menu that you can review later. And you can also take it home with you in case you need to review it more in depth. And of course, take your time because I know dietary restrictions and preferences are very complex, so you're really going to need to think through that. But we have a variety of options, okay? And then the last two items we're going to cover are party favors or gift bags, if you want to include those for your event, and of course your form of entertainment. Okay, so we're going to go through each topic. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible, try to get as much detail for now, and then we'll go ahead and set up additional appointments later on between us to really narrow down certain items for all of those things, okay? So, let's start off with the first section, okay? So the first item I wanted to talk about was how many people would be at your event. Do you have a rough estimate of people coming to the event? Okay, somewhere between that range. That's a little wide. I would definitely want to narrow that down. Roughly about 10 to 15%, maybe even 20% of people tend to not RSVP or not end up showing up. So we kind of want to keep that in mind. Of course, it does vary upon the event, I will say, but that's generally the, statistic we're working with. So, okay, you're feeling that range. I've made that note, so we should be good to go. Okay. So that's going to be your range of people. Do you need a template for you to fill out the information of the people and whether or not they RSVP, or do you have something already you've been working on? You would like a template, okay. I'll go ahead and attach that to your file, and I'll go ahead and email it to you after this meeting today, okay? Alright, so after that, oh yes, I did want you to look at a couple invitation styles. You did give me a rough idea of what you were thinking of, so I pulled a few examples from our archive if you want to take a look. Okay. Let's see, I think it's this one. So I have a couple options. I didn't want to pull everything because I know sometimes a lot of options can be really daunting and can make the decision process a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Okay. So I just grab these examples. This one has like a nice print on the back. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and show you each one. So we have this one with the print on the back. Yeah, go ahead and take a look. Yeah, that one's really nice. It has some clean fonts. We can update the fonts to different ones if you prefer. Okay, and then we have this option, has a sort of clear like sleeve. check that one out. Okay. Okay. And then this one too. It's more like a darker option. Yeah. And this one is another clean option, simple white, but it does have like a nice tropical print. Yeah. So that's this one. Okay. Anything stand out to you? Yeah, you can pick a couple of your favorites for now, and we can decide later. Okay, you like that one. And that one. Yeah, I feel like a clean, modern look might be really nice. Very contemporary. Okay. Alright, perfect. You're all set with these? Okay. Thank you so much. Perfect. Okay, so I'll set these aside. Alright, so we've gone ahead and looked over the amount of people and the invitations. Would we like to go through the location information now? The venue, yeah. Now, are you looking to have it indoor, outdoor, or are you looking for some sort of combination? Okay. You don't mind a combination, okay. Yeah, it's very popular to have that nowadays. Now, depending on the date, which the dates you've given me for this event are pretty fair weather, so I don't expect any severe weather issues, but it's nice to have indoor option nonetheless, just in case. So I can definitely locate something indoor-outdoor. Okay. Now, to help me narrow down the venue, what kind of table shapes are you looking for? Yeah, so there's a variety of table shapes you can choose from, and it kind of depends, on the space we can use, what shapes we really want to use to maximize the location space and make sure everyone has somewhere to sit as well as walk through the space easily. So you can use long rectangular tables, you can use much smaller round or square tables. You can also do large round tables. Is there a certain aesthetic you're sort of leaning towards? That way we can find a location that works for those tables too. You like long rectangular. No problem. Now, are you also going to need some cocktail tables by chance? Maybe a couple. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we can define the number a little later, especially when we narrow down the amount of people as well. Okay. Now, we do have a vendor we use for table rentals and chair rentals. More than likely, the location options we do have for your event are going to require rentals, so does that work for your budget? Just want to leave room for that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and send you the pricing list a little later. And again, it will depend on the sort of final count you have, so just to keep that in mind. Oh yeah, super flexible. We make sure the vendor manages the delivery and pickup for you. Absolutely, yeah, and they can help set up and tear down. Alright. Is there anything about the location that you really are looking for, or have any desires or a wish list so that I can make sure I find the right locations for you guys. Yes, we do have a variety of those we're connected with, so I can definitely narrow down that list of possible venue spaces. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a beautiful location that we tend to use often. You saw it on our website, of course. Well, are there any other locations that you saw on our website that you felt from our past events? Okay, just that one. And then you were thinking about those other spaces, yeah. Absolutely. Just to clarify, what commute length are you comfortable having your guests, drive or travel to your event? I just want to make sure we keep that in mind, because while a lot of these venues are beautiful, they can be a little far out for a lot of guests, which could deter them from obviously coming or making it a little bit more complicated travel-wise. No more than that, okay. That would be, ideal. We just want to make sure we give everyone the opportunity to have a closer commute if possible. Okay, well, I think I have the basics down for the location. We can iron out much more details as we go through, which will impact the location, so I'll continue on. Okay? Alright, so our next topic here are decorations. The fun part. No, of course, it can be a little bit daunting sometimes, but we have wonderful vendors and team members who really help take your vision to life. And we always create mood boards and everything to help you come to any decisions. We find that mood boards tend to make it come along a lot more seamlessly than without, right? Okay, yeah. I'm going to make a note to send you a couple examples of different directions we can take it in, but I think you pretty much gave me your general aesthetic over our initial call, but I can give you a couple options. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Our team will be more than happy to send that over to you this week, okay? Okay. So, in terms of the tables, we do want to select tablecloths, unless you prefer the look without tablecloths. Okay, you do want some kind of tablecloth or some kind of drapery. Okay. Maybe we can include a couple options in the mood board, okay? Okay. In terms of table decor, do you have any specific desires or wishes for anything specific decor-wise? Usually you can have greenery, vases with flowers, whether that's large or small. You can also have candles for a more romantic feel. You can even have sculptures or objects acting as, centerpieces in their own way. Just keep in mind that if you are seating people across from each other, we try not to have it too much in the way of people being able to see one another. Yeah. Or it's too cluttered on the table and people can't eat their food or, have their drinks on the table without knocking something over. So we try to keep it pretty minimal, but tastefully done, of course. Okay. You want those different. And then those could be things you give away at the end, okay? Yes, that is a popular decision to give away centerpieces. People often do that for events, so. Okay, you definitely want some of greenery, okay? Yes, we could do that. That's a lovely idea. Seems like you've been doing some homework. No, I love it. I love that you've really done some research and thought about what you're looking for. It makes, our jobs even better so we can really tailor to what you're looking for. Yeah, absolutely. And are you interested in any candles? You are, okay. There might be a no flame policy. Depending on the venue we end up selecting, more often than not it is no flame policy. So we might go the LED route, LED flameless candles. Is that going to be okay with you? It's all good. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. So we've talked about the decor of some of the tables, of course, and it will impact other tables or areas of the location. What about table settings? Do you want to go more minimal or a little bit more complex? Okay. A happy medium. Alright. I will make that exact note. Okay. Glassware, yes. Okay. And silverware. Yes, we can rent all of that. Okay. Yes, if you do have a bar, they'll also have their own glassware as well. So in terms of glassware, I do actually have a couple examples of glassware, if you don't mind me going through some that I've pulled. Okay. So here we have some options of small, sort of vintage martini glasses, if you will. Not quite martini, but you know what I mean. So that's what it looks like. They're kind of like those old champagne style glasses. And I figured that these were beautiful examples of something that's old style, sort of a callback to nostalgic days, but are still modern and classy. I mean, if you're looking for a champagne tower, well, we can definitely figure that out. Yes. So there's these options. Okay. Yeah, so they're very nice to hold. They've got like a frosted covering on the sides here and a gold covered rim. Yeah. What do you think? Okay. Yeah, no problem. You're going to think about it, but I'm glad I could show you that option. So these next options are sort of classic champagne flutes. Got just a thicker, I would say, style to them. They're not quite, the classic champagne flutes. But here's a closer look. Okay. They've got a silver rim at the top. Okay. What do we think? Those are nice. Yes. Okay, perfect. Last but not least, we have an option for a goblet, if you will. This could be for water or wine. And this is a little bit more of a more traditional style. It's got a nice golden pattern at the top. Does this interest you? You do like a goblet style. Okay. We do have more options that we can send you in our product listing, but we will definitely send that over to you and you can take a look and let us know what you're interested in. Alright, so we talked a little bit about table settings. Thanks for confirming that. Now, in terms of other decor, as we're talking about it, are we thinking of any florals? Okay, but not too much. Alright. especially depending on the location. Yeah. Well, we can dive deeper into that at another date as well, and maybe another appointment. And we can even go off-site and go and source some of your favorite flowers or foliage that you desire to have at the event. Okay. Are you interested in any balloons or a balloon arch? Possibly, okay. Which brings me to my other question of a backdrop. Backdrops are often some nice focal points. They can have signs. They're great for photos. Yeah, you definitely want one, okay. I thought so. And what kind of sign? Okay. That might be a little on the more expensive side, depending on what we can find, but we do have a couple options of vendors, so I'll definitely put a list together for you. Okay. Okay, great. Let's see. Okay, so in terms of the backdrop, shape-wise, do you have any shapes in mind? Okay. And then what about size? Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. I have a good budget to work with, it sounds like. Alright. Alright, well, it just makes my job a little bit more fun. We get to have a lot of extensive options to go through, but I think I have some ideas already cooking. So I will definitely be sure to put those together for you. Okay. What about colors? We sort of talked a little bit on the phone. Okay. Oh, okay. Should we be looking into any other furniture then? Possibly, okay. Other than just the tables and chairs, yeah. Oh, okay. I like that idea a lot. Yes. I have a few vendors for that we can go through together. They do have some unique pieces. It'll probably just be like a catalog style of the product listings, and then you can go through and decide which ones sort of fit what you're looking for. Does that sound okay? Alright. Yes, I'll prepare all of that, so actually I'll make a note. I can send you all these product listings together for a variety of these vendors. I do want to put that together custom for you, so I can make sure I get the best prices just for you, and also make sure that I select things that I think would really go for this event and the locations we're recommending. Okay. Absolutely. That might take me about 5 to 7 business days to put together for you, so I'll just keep you posted, okay? Yeah, in the meantime, if you can focus on the guest list, yeah, that'd be great. So we are going to have a bar. Is there any desires for like a fun cart or something like that? Something interesting for either additional beverages, non-alcoholic, or a dessert? Yeah, like a dessert cart or something. You're interested, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, those can be fun focal points as well. It's sort of making sure that throughout your event space you have beautiful setups people can migrate to, so not everyone is sort of in one space. You want to keep the nice, easy flow between everyone at the event. Absolutely. Do we want to talk about a welcome sign? Yeah, you're definitely going to need one. You might need a couple signs, actually. It's surprising how often people do get lost and don't know where to be. So we do want to make sure everyone knows where they're supposed to be, and because sometimes some locations are closed off in certain areas, just is a nice thing to have, a lot of signs to point people in the right direction. But as far as a welcome sign, is there any particular material you're thinking of, such as wood or like a foam poster board? Or are you looking for something a little bit more expensive, like a clear glass or... Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you can have it painted. And you'll send us those details, okay, for what you want on the sign. We'll be sure to follow up with you on that. And again, we can send you a couple options of styles based on the material and look and feel you're going for. Yeah, I feel like I have a lot more information on that, so excited to get that going. All right, are we ready to move on to the food and beverages? Yes, a lovely part, but it can also be sort of a headache, depending. Do you have a type of cuisine in mind? Usually it's good to kind of start from there. Or do you have a couple cuisines you're interested in? Okay, that's sort of what I thought was the case and why I pulled some menu items from that cuisine style. Okay, we have a lot of options with the chefs we work with, so I think you'll find something that will work for most people. And then of course any options for dietary restrictions or allergies, things like that, we can make room for those potential options. Okay, absolutely. Yes, I can send over the chef details to you in my follow-up email, and you can read up on their profile and their website. Will have a lot of examples of the cuisine as well. Okay, would you like to look at the menu? Okay, so I have our menu out here for you, and I'm just going to flip through. If you can just glance through and let me know if anything stands out to you now. I'm going to jot down some post-its, and then you can take this home with you to go through it further. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the, first course. Or appetizers, as they would say. Okay, no. Oh, there's a couple pages, so don't worry. Yeah, over here in this section, okay? And then over here there's another variety of that. And then as you can see in the bottom corner, we have notes for dietary restrictions, okay? Okay, you like those two? Okay. I'm just going to write down the numbers for that minute. Of course, you can completely change your mind later if you wish, alright? Don't fret. Okay, and here as well. Anything stand out to you? Okay. Okay. Make a note there. Okay, now we're moving into some other courses here. Yes. There are some icons here that note which ones are top favorited. Okay, you want that one. Okay, and... oh, alright. Look at you go. You're making so many decisions already. It's going to make this event planning process so seamless. Okay. once those items are moving into the next course. So this one over here. What do you think? Okay. 3 5 8 and 2 3 7. Okay. Oh, one more. Okay. 8 2 5. Okay. I can ask about that. Yeah. For that one. Okay, yeah. I can ask about that. No worries. Yeah, I'll just make a note and leave it here. But I have made a mental note to also follow up with you on that. See what the chef can tell us, okay? Okay, and over here. Yeah, that one is a hit. Okay. Okay. Alright. Was there another one? Oh, okay. Never mind. Wonderful. Okay, I think we're done with that section. Okay. So this is the other course. Yes, there will be waiter service for these items. You could do a buffet, but we find that with a cleanup process, the waiter service can be just a lot easier for you and your team as well. Okay? Okay, great. Oh, that one, okay. Just that one. Alright. Yeah. Anything here? Okay, no. And how about here? Okay. Yeah. 6, 4, 2, 3. And the other one? Alright. Oh, I'm going too fast. Did you check out this section here? Okay. Okay, you want to continue? Yeah, you have a lot of options. I wasn't joking when I said there was an extensive menu. Okay. Okay, now we're about almost done. Okay. So we're getting into the final. Let's see. Let me show this section. I feel like this will really have a lot of what you're looking for. Okay, you like that. 3. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. this is our final section. Okay, you want that one. Okay. No problem. Let me see. Okay, this section. Yeah, here and over here too. What do you think? Okay. And that one too, okay. Right, no problem. We might want to narrow it down after the fact, but I'd rather have you sort of look at everything you're really looking initially for, and then we can always cut things out. Not a problem. Okay. Continue. And anything here? Okay. Okay. Just that one. You got it. Okay, and here. No. None of these, okay. Okay, not that one. Okay, and anything from here? Okay. There. Alright, I think this is the last section. Anything else? Just that one? Okay. Okay. And I think that concludes the menu. Then I'll go ahead and put this away, and I have a tote bag. I can put this in for you, along with a couple of other items to take home to review. So I'll go ahead and give this to you, and we can wrap up our meeting. So we went through our menu planning, very efficient time used, and I feel like we're really going to narrow that menu down. So if there's any major changes to the cuisine, or you need to see anything different, please reach out to our team and we will make sure to get you anything different. But I do feel like we're in a good direction so far. Okay? So the last few items I do want to talk about are party favors. Okay? Now, if you thought about gift bags, party favors, and the maybe assorted items you'd want to send with your guests after the event. Okay. Oh, that's a lovely idea. We've done that before. Yeah, it was a hit. Okay, and there's that as well. Yeah, it really depends on the pricing per person you're looking at, but we can give you a couple options, okay? Do you have any budget limits I should be aware of for that? Okay. Yeah, the range is good for me. And then I can give you kind of the low to high end options, yeah. Yeah, no problem. You're not looking for something too extensive. Yeah, I mean, a lot of guests don't really want to carry around huge things when they leave, but it really just depends on the items, and we can make sure to coordinate to provide provide these gift bags or party favors at the appropriate time when everyone's leaving. Okay? Okay, I'm just gonna... Alright. And then finally, entertainment. So I do have a couple DJs we work with that I will be sending over a list to you with all their information. Okay, so I'm just attaching that to your file to send over. So please take a look at that. They do have their websites and profiles you can look through. They're all highly recommended by our team, and we've used all of them at a variety of events. And they can customize any playlists. Yeah, good. And they do have a couple different price ranges, so go ahead and just review the price list I sent for them and you can make that decision. Okay. Are you going to be needing different playlists for the different sections of the event? Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be difficult at all. And they will have the equipment as well. The sound system, all that good stuff. Okay, yeah. Yes, you can send them any music recommendations or choices you're looking for. They'll probably set up a meeting with you to go over that as well. Okay? Alright, let's see. I think that pretty much wraps up all the core items I wanted to go through. Were there any final needs you had, questions before we wrap up our appointment today? Okay, yeah, I can arrange for that. You want to be able to select those sooner than later, okay? Okay. Absolutely, no problem. Well, from this point, I'd love to schedule our next appointment. Can we do 2 weeks from today, same time? I think by then we'll have a lot between us covered. I will be emailing you and sending you information, and you're welcome to email me back. But I think for our next in-person meeting, 2 weeks from today would be a great point for us to hash through the rest of our items. And then we can set up any other additional things like off-site location visits and things like that. I'll probably arrange as well. Okay? Does that work for you? Same time. Perfect. Will you be available for at least a couple hours that day, or should we keep it snappy just to an hour? Okay, you'll be available. Okay, if I foresee any lengthy extensions to our appointment that day in case we need to go off and try anything out or visit a location, I will give you a heads up, okay? And then if anything is needed sooner, please let our office know and we can arrange for something, okay? And of course, you're always welcome to email, text, or call me, and I can get back to you right away. Oh, yes, let me just double check. These are some forms I'll need you to make sure you sign and then send back to us. Okay. Just check these out. Okay. Yeah, if you can just make sure you review these and sign accordingly, and then bring them back at our next appointment, or you can fax them over, send them over, however. We should be good to go. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, so here you go. Please take that with you. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'm just going to make a note for submit forms on your file. Due 2 weeks from now. Again, any questions, please let our team know and we can get back to you, okay? Wonderful. All right. I think that wraps up our meeting today. I appreciate your time coming out to meet me and go over so many details very quickly. I'm sure we'll get to narrow down things even more so. But now that we have so much really on paper, if you will, or digital paper, I think we're going to be able to make decisions really quickly and get everything ready to go for this event that will be here before we know it. Absolutely. No, thank you so much for coming in today. I truly appreciate it. And again, if you need any beverage on your way out, please go ahead and check with our front desk and we'll take care of you. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.